Hi guys, and welcome to this brand new Mercedes GLE 300 diesel. Now this is not the brand new model. This was introduced back in 2019, but they are still selling them as new cars, so let's say it's a brand new car. First things first, let's check out the outside. Then we'll go for a drive and I'll talk about the tech stuff, the pricing, the competitors, everything you want to know basically. The boot is big, it is very large, a nice cubby down here, very big actually, so no issues on the space. There is a tow hitch button here. If you pull it, it is automatic, so it will just rise up just as easily. Pull it once more and it will go away by itself. You will not be getting your hands dirty. Maybe you have to push it. Oh no, it will go away. To close the boot you have to push the button. It is electric and it is pretty fast, no annoying sounds. One cool feature, the backup camera is hidden away under a latch, so it will never get dirty. This car is riding on 21-inch tires with 315 tires. These are extremely large tires, very expensive to replace, but they do look good and they are really wide. Now, sitting at the back. So the first thing you notice, it's beige on the outside, beige on the inside. It's just such a timeless combination, so to say. It looks absolutely gorgeous with these wood inlays, heated seats at the back, and legroom is more than enough. I have like 20 centimeters of knee room with my driving position. I am 178 centimeters tall. Of course you have a handrest, but you get cup holders where your elbow should be, so this is a stupid design. Why don't you hide it under here or something else? For a car like this isn't a cheap car. Please get one with the panoramic sunroof. I cannot stress enough how much this changes the whole image and the look of the car. You're gonna have tinted windows, I'm pretty sure of it, because this is a big badass car and you want to look cool, but you need this sunroof to get light to the interior. Using a light colored interior like this one, it just brightens it up completely, but if you have black interior, well, it just gives some light that you so desperately need. Now, before we sit in the driver's seat, let's just quickly show you the front of the car. These are the multi-beam LED headlights with sort of bluish tints around here, so they do look very good. Bold grille, big Mercedes badge. I think this car looks good compared to some of its competitors, and it would be probably my choice if I was going for an X5 or a Audi Q7, because it's just the newest and the best combination of those cars. But in the end, it all comes down to taste and what you like. Now, sitting in the front, perforated leather, very nice sitting position. To start the car, push the start-stop button and it fires right up, and let's go. The gear lever stalk is up here. One push for D, one push up for reverse, and push it for park. And the nice thing is that if you are in reverse, for example, this has also the 360-degree camera, so you can see everything around you. Just push stop and the car goes into park. You don't need to touch anything else. A very simple solution and just such a joy to use. Now, as I mentioned, this is the diesel. I'm gonna talk about the engine side quickly before I talk about the options, etc. This is the cheapest version you can buy with the diesel engine. 180, 70? Anyway, it's under 200 kilowatts and 500 Newton meters of torque. The big question is, would I spend more to get the 350, which is the V6, rather than the straight 4? And to be honest, when I prepped for this video, I wanted to say that V6 is the only choice you can make, the reasonable one. But having driven the V6 just a couple of days ago, it's still a diesel. It is still rattly. It's start working perfectly here. Anyway, it's still a diesel, so you're not gonna get away with a nicer sound, really. So if your power that you're after, there really isn't much difference between those cars. 0 to 100 km/h times, it's 7.2 for the 300 and 6.9 for the 350. So in the real world, you will not feel the difference regarding power figures. What you most likely will feel is the torque, the extra 100 Newton meters. But driving it every day, I would probably get the 300. You don't need that much power in a car like this. It's gonna be wafting around anyway, and you know, might as well save some fuel and save some cash and maybe get some better options for the car. So my quick response would be, get the 300 and add like massaging seats or ventilated seats or adaptive cruise control or whatever option you would like. Make it a nicely spec'd 300 rather a poorly spec'd 350. That would be my suggestion. And on the highway, it's just as nippy. I'm gonna, you know, go to the highway pretty soon and I'm gonna floor it, and you're gonna see how quick it really is. But yeah, there really isn't much to complain about the power figures. You know, people think that this is a cheaper version and it's gonna be crap. Well, it's not. It's a Mercedes. It's still gonna be good, and it's not like a E-Class with a 2-liter diesel. It's somehow more throatier. It sounds much more like a straight 6 than a straight 4, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's all from the engine. The gearbox is a 9-speed gearbox, a regular automatic with a torque converter. Works. And there you have it. There is no need for more power, really, there's not. Now, coming to the options, there are so many things you can choose for this car. I'm not even gonna talk about the color choices. You can have, you know, crazy colors outside, inside, black, white, beige, brown, you name it basically. But the thing you must get, I think it might even be standard for all models, but the big screen, the MBUX, it is the best version of automotive infotainment screens or technology out there right now, period. I am not a fan of Audi's touchscreen climate controls. They just don't work. I'm sorry, they just don't. You need physical buttons to change, you know, everyday stuff around the car, and having a touchscreen climate control panel, it just does not work. Mercedes knows this. They have kept it a regular toggle, and by the way, all the switches are extremely good quality, so if you push it, it's gonna be, yeah, that's where my money went. Anyway, you can control these screens via the steering wheel. You have this toggle here to change stuff on the main screen in front of you, and then you have this toggle to change everything on the, you know, screen on your right. You can also use a touch screen version. You can touch it and it works. It's almost like a haptic feedback, but it is, you know, fairly good. Rather nippy. You're really not much to complain about. Resolution is good as well, and you can also use this toggle down here. So there is basically 3 versions how to operate the media system, navigation, dials, whichever. So it is the best system out there currently, by none. Audi, BMW, I'm sorry, you don't even get close. And why I say they don't even get close is because, well, as I mentioned, Audi has a touch sensitive climate control panel. It immediately is crap in my opinion, and BMW has just one option for the digital dashboard. In this you can choose, let me just quickly show you. Currently I am in classic version. You can put it into sport and it will go into a yellowish blacky tone, and you can have you know, what was it, you can also have progressive and understated. But the thing I absolutely adore is the fact that you can change everything here. You want the left, you know, rounded dial to show you your map, here it is. You want the middle screen to show you something different, there you go. You want the left screen to show you, for example, your radio and trip and something like that. You can make it all happen. Whatever info you want, you can have it just as you prefer it. Very nice indeed. Materials along the car, leather up here, leather quality on the seats, really cannot complain. A bit more grainy than I would have hoped. For example, Volvo even has a better Nappa leather than this Mercedes does, but it is really nitpicking. But yeah, I prefer the feel of, for example, Volvo's leather or even BMW's leather than this. And this is the top spec. These are, I think they're comfort seats. These are ventilated, heated, and you can also have massage. And now I'm gonna demonstrate the, you know, voice feature of this car. You can talk to this car just like a regular person or really a butler, and it will do everything. Just listen. Hey Mercedes,
how can I help you?
Please turn on the heated seats.
Seat heating is switched on.
It just works. It just works. Hey Mercedes,
how can I help you?
Please turn on the massage.
I'm switching on the massage.
It's like a butler in here. Hey Mercedes,
how can I help you?
Navigation. It just works. It just works. It's like I'm in the future. And by the way, this car drives itself as well. Just gonna insert a small clip here, but it has, you know, steering assist and adaptive cruise control, etc. It really works, and the main feature that I like is that it won't cancel if you're not gonna touch the steering wheel. Just gonna turn it off because I am getting too hot. Anyway, if you don't touch the steering wheel, for example Volkswagen, they immediately turn the lane assist off. In this car it keeps it on for, I'm not sure how long, but it won't let you crash. It will bong and bong and bong, but it will still help you, and that's what you need. Blind spot monitoring as well. What about the competitors? Price range is very similar to the Audi Q7 or the BMW X5. Volvo XC90 is a bit cheaper, but it is much less premium on the inside. Quirky feature I like about the Mercedes is that you can fool around with the passenger seat. For example, I don't.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. Shut up. I cannot be the only one who likes to prank their friends who are sitting in the passenger seats for, like, let's say longer journeys and put on their heated seat. And you know, in general the buttons are in the center console or down here, and probably your friend's gonna notice if you turn on his heated seat or hers. But for the Mercedes, I can just push this button here, and without him even knowing, it's gonna be heating his seat. You see, the buttons turn red there. Just turn it off. It's a gimmick, I know, but it just, you know, it sets you apart from other manufacturers. It's the small things. See what I just did? This is a very annoying feature. The gear lever is just where a regular car's wiper stalk would be. This isn't the first time I put it into neutral. I know it's stupid and I should learn it immediately, but let's be honest. If you drive any other car on the planet Earth, the wiper stalk is gonna be just here. And it's not like Mercedes has disguised this knob. It's just like a regular wiper, and you're gonna use it because you think it's here, but no, you're gonna put it into neutral. The wiper is actually here, and if you push it, it will spray water. But I know you're gonna get used to it, you know, in a while, but driving it for the first time, I'm gonna guarantee you're gonna make this mistake once or twice. Yep. I think there's nothing more to say about this car. I really like it. It's quiet. There's no road noise that, you know, bothers me. Price is, get a used one that's, you know, a year old, and probably it's the best deal you can get. Choose one that has a lot of options, because, you know, these cars will hold up its value in the used car market as well. If it was my money, I'd probably go for the petrol version, because, well, I'm just a petrolhead and I don't like diesels that much. If you drive longer drives, the diesel of course is the best version for you, but again, for me it would be the petrol, the hybrid petrol, if that's possible. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. This was my quick review of the Mercedes GLE, and yeah, see you soon guys. Bye bye.